When I was a little younger, I thought that working more hours would fix my problem of being broke. It didn't. There was a point in my life, actually about 2 years ago, where I was going through a pretty tough time in life, and the way I like to deal with my problems is just work, work, work. I don't really fall to drugs, alcohol, partying, sleeping around. It's not really my thing. What I do is I just go all in on my work. I kind of disappear, become a hermit. It gets to a point where it's just not healthy. So I was doing 3 different things during this time. Number 1 was building my home service company that I have today. The second thing is I was building my second marketing agency. And the third thing was I was working for another marketing agency doing sales. And it got to a point where I felt so pulled apart. I felt so scattered, and nothing I was doing was getting my full attention, so nothing was growing. Then finally, I wisened up a little bit and made the decision to go all in on one thing. And it was about 2 weeks from me realizing I had to do this to actually picking what it was. Now, the way I picked what to do, and thank God I did this, was, well, what's making me the most money and what's really mine? So there was 2 things that were mine: the home service company and the marketing agency. And the home service company by far was making more money. So then I decided to go all in on home services, and then you guys know that story if you've seen any of my videos before. But that's not really what I'm trying to make this video about today. What I'm trying to make the video about today is if you are not in a position that you want to be in, or maybe you are in a position like I was 2 years ago, where you just work, and you're stressed out and you're killing yourself, that isn't sustainable and it doesn't work. What you need to do is find one thing and go all in. I'm talking about one thing that's yours, okay? So if you have a job and you're not making the money that you want to make from that job, you need to pick one thing outside of that job that's going to get you out of the job. So many people fall into side hustles like drop shipping or SMA or anything. There's so many of them out there, and they'll pick multiple. And of course, they'll get no results and wonder why. Well, it's because you're not dedicating enough time to one thing for it to actually flourish. And the last thing I'll say is things really changed for me when I realized I had to stop trading my time for money and start trading a skill for money, because skill, once you learn it, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to execute typically, depending on the skill, of course. And that's when everything got really good for me and I started to get ahead, finally. So if that's where you're at right now, DM me the word service and I'll show you exactly what I did to get to the point where I'm at now. Hopefully save you a whole bunch of time.